All right. So we're going to start with punt. Okay. We're going to go over quick punt return. And if we can get in kickoff return, we will. All right. So let me share my screen. I got to get used to. Okay. All right. So can you guys see my screen with the punt drawn up? Okay. Awesome. All right. So understand this same punt we've done. Okay. Our left gunner and right gunner. Okay. You're off the ball. Let me see if I can move. There we go. That's what I kind of want more. All right. So we're going to angle kick this stuff this year. So if we're on the right hash here, like we are here, we're going to want to kick it to the right, to the number so we can pin people down. All right. My gunners, you go straight to the ball. Our long snapper, after you snap it, you go straight to the ball. We kind of covered some of this the other day. Our guards, who's got the answer? Guards have what number? 1. Thank you. Tackles have 2. Ends have 3. Our PP, a personal protector, has number 4. If there is 4 on each side, he goes to the kicker's legs. Right now, Tippett, Spencer, you guys are all. Spence, you're a left-footed kicker, I think, right? Are you a left-footed punter? Yeah. So if Spence is back there, we always protect the left side first. If Tippett's back there or Reed, they're both right-footed kickers, they're going to protect the right first if it's 4x4. If it's 3 on the left and 4 on the right, personal protectors will always go to number 4. And you'll have number 4. You got to step up and go block number 4. Remember up front, you're shuffling, getting in front, punching. All right, get a solid punch on, then I snap them down. You're going to see these lanes. We want to get into lanes so we're not picked off. Okay? You want to be about 5 yards from each other. So our guards are about 5 yards off of the long snapper. Our tackle's about 5 yards off of that. All right. Now, the one thing I don't like how this drawing is that we cannot be on the same level right here. Okay? So if the guards get to the ball, then our tackles want to be 5 outside and we're going to squeeze. You're not going to just stay in these lanes. Does everyone understand that? Like, we're not going to just run down the field right here as a left end down this hash the whole time. You got to adjust to the ball and we'll squeeze back to the ball, but we cannot be on the same level. So our tackles, our guards essentially want to fan it. All right, it should look like a little angle out so you guys can fold in between if they get beat. Let me edit this play and try. There we go. That's what I'm trying to do. All right, so you'll see this guy. If he gets to the ball, okay, and if this guy gets to the ball too, then our tackle should come up and squeeze in to be able to fold in if that ball carrier comes up, if that makes sense to everyone. And then our ends will do the same. So you're going to stay on an angle in here like this and then be able to fold in to make the tackle if they get past the first level. One thing this year that's different, our gunner to the field, if you get press man, if that corner is in your face, personal protectors in you will automatically short motion in and we'll snap this ball while you're coming in. We'll snap this ball while you're coming in so you can go straight to the returner. Okay? Now, that's the real basic part of it. Now the subtleties. Okay? The one subtlety. If we get 2 in an A gap, okay, so we get 2 defenders in here right now. Let me, okay. 1 there, 1 there. This is what our issue's been, right? Over the last couple of years, this has been our issue. So on the left side, we're even. Does that make sense, everyone? We're good. We got 3, right? Now on the right side, okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. But we have 2 inside the guard. So the right guard should come all the way down to 1. Our right tackle would have to come all the way down here on this guy. Our end would have to come all the way down. So we've had that issue. We're going to make a 0 call. Okay? A 0 call is made by the PP. If the 0 call is made, he's going to identify who's 0, which will be this farthest inside guy. He will step up and he will take 0. And our guard will take 1. Our tackle will take 2. And our end will take 3. Does that make sense, everyone? Does anyone have any questions on that? So the only subtlety right now is the 0 call if we get 2 in A gap. And then if the field gunner, who should start right about on the hash anyway, if he gets a guy right in his face, we're going to motion him in and let him go down to the ball right away. So those are the two things on punt. Okay. Punt's the most important play, guys. Okay. Momentum changer. All right. And you can ask any of our coaches. Our punt block and return team, because I think punt's such a big play. On Sundays, we'll spend more time probably talking about that than anything else. Okay. Because I want to block punts because it's a momentum changer. So when we're on the punt team, we are secure up front. It's 2 foot splits up there, I forgot to say. And then your nose has got to be on the center's butt, hip. Okay. And you're in 2-point stances and you got to move your feet. Okay. Got to move your feet. Is there a question? Unmute yourself and ask a question if you have one. All right, so we're going to move on. So pump block and return's a little bit different this year. Okay. So right now what we got, and you'll see, okay, so it's drawn up the offensive way. All right. We count the guy on the left-hand side all the way outside. It's always going to count 1 through 9 across the board. Okay. When we're in a return, you're going to hear a right or left. Okay. So this is called right. All that means is we're turning right. Okay. So our left side will be our block side. So 2, 3, and 4 will always be on the left side. 8, 7, 6 will always be on the right side. 5 will be the adjuster. And this guy right here, I forgot to put the J in it. The guy off the ball, the middle backer right now. Once I can edit this play. There we go. He is our letter J. He's our joker. So when we get into blocking schemes, okay, we have one a game. He'll probably be our guy that's coming, that we're setting up for the block. Okay, but right now with the regular right return, okay, 1 and 9, you're gonna come up, you're gonna press, and you cannot get beat inside. Now, you guys talked about in-phase blocking and out-of-phase blocking. This is where it will come into a big-time effect. Okay, in-phase, ride the hip out. Okay, out of phase, you got the float by or you got the fly by. Okay, that you work today and will work more. All right, our right side, because that's the side we're returning to. Okay, excuse me. You guys are working the mug technique. So what we want is the 6 and 4 always aligning head up on the guard. Our 7 and 3 are very similar. You guys are going to line about head up to outside shoulder of the tackle, and then our 2s and 8s will be outside the end man line of scrimmage. Here we have this double wing. Okay. So our 6 at 7 and 8, you are working the mug technique. So you're jamming into the guy. You're making sure there is 0 fakes. So you want to try and drive the guy back about 2 steps, making sure there's not a fake and the punt gets off. Now, as a 6, 7, and 8, you're going to take your right hand and extend and squeeze. We want to keep these defenders on the inside of you. Okay. 5, you got to be our smartest person on the field. When we call right, you got to go to the left. When we call left, you got to go right. Okay. You guys come through like you're going to block. And if you don't get the block, you peel out and you're going to set up the wall on the right. Okay. Returners get it, lose a little ground, get up that wall. Okay. Right here on the right side, your blocks shouldn't get outside that hash. You should pin them inside because we're going right. All right. And you should be on them from the start. Okay. Our joker, when it's just a return right, you're going to line about 5 yards off the ball. Make sure there's no fakes. And then you're going to block the long snapper when he free releases. If there's a motion right now, we'll just run with the motion. Okay. If we go left return, we call left. What side's blocking? Going for the block. Good. So number 5 has to line on what side then? If it's left return, he's got to go right, right? He's the extra blocker. So he goes away from the call. So wherever side we're blocking, we want to have our 4 guys. Whatever side we are returning, we want to have our 3 right now. Okay? Questions on that? No? Okay. Well, we're 10 minutes in and we're gonna roll because I think we'll get our base special teams in. All right, kickoff return. Okay. So you'll see it here. We have a left. This is what's different. We go left tackle, left guard, left center. We have a right center, right guard, right tackle. And in this picture, our right guard is probably overboard. It's going to be fluctuating, especially if they kick off the hash. Okay. Our centers want to be outside the ball. Our guards going to be 5 yards off, splitting the difference. Tackles, you never get outflanked by the widest guy. Okay. So if this guy goes all the way to the sideline, all right, you better be coming out here splitting the numbers in sideline. All right. And guards, you have to adjust off of it, and centers will adjust off of it. This is the easiest thing. It's a man scheme. Okay. So you'll get a right or left call on the return. And you can see our up backs, our ends are right here outside the hash. We tried to work that today. We'll be better at it next week. All right. And you're about between the 30 and the 35. Our up backs are around the 20 to 25. And you guys are just inside the hash. Now, if we're kicking from the hash, we'll adjust over a little bit. Returners, you line directly in front of the ball or the returner. Okay. So as we go, our left tackles, our tackles, you have number 2, counting outside in. L1, L2, because we're saying it's the left side. So you have number 2. Guards have number 3. Centers have number 4. Number 5 from the sides are taken care of by the ends. And then our up backs are our extra fitters. Okay? We worked at 2 drills today. The front line, you're going to drop off the kick. So if the kick comes deep left, you guys all got to set deep into the left. You need to sprint back. Okay? You need to sprint back 10 to 15 yards. Okay? My ends, okay? You're going to locate the up backs. The up backs are going to locate the returners. Up backs, you come hip to hip, 7 yards from the returner. And you wait for him to catch it and say go. Ends, you come close enough so how many people can fit through you? Who was there today? John, how many people can fit through you? Or no, wasn't you as much. Mike. No, Mike's not here. Someone that was in my group. Who we have? I can't. 3 people, right? The up back, the other up back, and the return have to be able to fit through you. So 3 people, not 3 huge humans, 3 normal people. And then you're blocking R and L5. So returners and up backs, you guys are going to act just like the returner. So if we call left, which end do we read? Left. Read the block of L5. If that guy goes to the right, then we're going to just come off his butt to the left. All right, remember, this is a middle-based return. Returners, if he comes all the way, kicks it all the way outside the bottom of numbers, you have to get back to the middle. All right, you got to get back to the middle. If it's a deep one like that, my left up back has to watch just for number 1 coming in hot, screaming down the sideline. If he does, you got to abandon yours and go. All right, but we're going to fit right here. If we call left, we're going to read the left ends block on L5. If we call right, you're going to read the right ends block on R5. Pins them in, we come slightly out and get vertical. This is not a up, jump to the sideline and try and go. We're hitting this thing down the chute, and our 1 returner will be the person who has a set, all right, and is fast and can go. If you're going to juke in here, you will not be the returner. You got to be able to sprint, cut, plant, and get vertical. Cut, plant, get vertical. Okay? So our ends, our tackles get 2s, counting outside in. Our guards get 3s, our centers get 4s. Our ends get 5s, and our up backs are the extra fitters. It's real basic, real simple. Should be easy to do. Questions on the kickoff return? All right, I hope you guys are ready for that one. All right, our kickoff, same as we did last year. Okay, we count left to right. We're going to go left, which is the first call is where the ball goes on, and then we're going to go deep left. That means we're kicking it deep left, out at the bottom of the numbers. Through the end zone or at the bottom of the numbers. We count 1 through 10 across the ball. 1, 2, 3, and 4 start in the front of the huddle. 5 through 10 is behind. All right, so we break the huddle. Kicker will say left, deep, ready, break. Boom, we clap. 1, 2, 3, and 4, we go to the left. Okay, your alignments are all down here. All right, 1's between the sidelines and the numbers.